Hey, good morning, Professor Mueller. This is Matt McMurrough. I'm going to present my video for you here. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for an amazing trip to Dubai and Cape Town, South Africa. Couldn't have been two more contrasting cities, which I didn't really figure out until the end. That was the intent there, but absolutely amazing what's going on in Dubai, and very very enlightening. Seeing a country like South Africa and all the uh, all the issues that they're having there with the apartheid and trying to make that right again. Um, so I'll just kind of jump into the assignment here, which is talking about our experience globally and internationally and how we apply that to our career and what we're doing. Um, Currently, my role is I'm an area vice president for SRS Distribution. We're a domestic based distributor of building material products. In particular, we focus on residential and commercial roofing. We buy from the manufacturer, we sell to the contractor, a professional contractor, or builder, who in turn sells to the end consumer. So we're right there in the middle of that supply chain, where we're right in the middle of a distribution or distributor, buying from the manufacturer, selling to the contractors. So pretty clean, pretty simple supply chain for us. So that's my current role. Um, where I'd like to see and what I'm starting to, where I'd like to end my career and why I'm in this program right now is I'd like to wind up on the manufacturing side. And just now, or not really just now realizing, but starting to engage and talk to a lot of senior executives with the manufacturers and owners in particular, and now realizing how much products are manufactured overseas and then brought into America to be distributed through companies like ourselves. So where we don't have any foreign ties currently at the distribution level, our manufacturing partners have significant manufacturing internationally and globally, and didn't really realize that until we started the course and the program here. One in particular that I've befriended, an owner of a company called Continental Materials Incorporated, based out of New Jersey. Um, his customer is distributors in the United States, and his contractors and customers is where he supplies his products from. But a majority of his products are manufactured because they're ancillary products to the building material industry, underlayments, fasteners, coatings, that kind of stuff. That it's all being manufactured in India and China. I'm sure you kind of could have guessed that. But what I didn't realize is that 100% of his business, from a consumer or customer standpoint, is here in America. He spends 60 to 70% of his time dealing with the manufacturers in both India and China and traveling back there quite a bit. He doesn't, because the company's 30, 40 years old and he's established those relationships a long time ago. He doesn't deal with any intermediaries. He deals directly with the owners of the manufacturing plants there. So I thought that was very, very interesting. So it was, and I've befriended him and really starting to kind of rely on him to get some of that experience. So uh, some skills and resources that I think that I certainly need now that I thought I probably had before, but now realizing that I don't, especially on the contract negotiation side. It's so easy domestically here because I understand the American business system and regulations. I didn't realize how complicated it is doing business with a company in America and a company in India, and then getting that product from that country into our country seems very very difficult. I know it does involve a lot of lawyers to make sure those contracts are nailed down and sealed tight. So yeah, I think I certainly need some exposure and some work on that part of it. The other piece is the actual supply chain. I thought that was very interesting with the Mondelez presentation, how difficult it was getting his product in all the different countries that he was manufacturing in and trying to navigate that supply chain. And seemed to be one of the biggest barriers for him to get it to the end consumer, which is the end result there. Um, Again, relying back on the U.S., very developed economy, the supply chain is complicated, but it's much easier to navigate. So I certainly need to probably hone in on those skills as well. So when I think about defining the gap between where I'm currently at and where I want to be, the biggest gap would be I spent my whole career, 18 years, in the distribution side of the business, and transitioning to the manufacturing piece, which is always where I wanted to end up, but haven't had the opportunity, is one, obviously completing this program, which is why I started this. I'm assuming I know a lot of my classmates are in the same position where I am, where they want to transition into a different career path. Mine is in the same industry. I don't want to leave the industry that I'm currently in, but I do want to wind up on the manufacturing piece, and now realize how much globally, internationally, that the companies that I'm targeting to go work for actually interact, and they require, now that I've interacted and I know befriended a lot of the senior executives in those companies, they spend a lot of time dealing with international issues and their supply partners over there. So I was thought I was a customer from my perspective. It was an American-based company dealing with American customers that I never gave much thought about how much of their business relies on uh, manufacturing or supply partners throughout the world. So definitely transitioning from the distribution piece of the manufacturing is going to be a big challenge for me. One of the reasons why I'm in the program here as well. And to be honest with you, I'm really, and I've talked to and befriended the owner of Continental. Really started to spend a lot of time with him, just seeing how he navigates the international trade. He travels quite a bit over there. He's given me some sample documents of how he interacts with those companies, and really starting to try and narrow that gap between actually doing business with a foreign entity, whether it's India or China or European based. So really looking forward to transitioning that. To be honest, my time frame is about 3 to 4 years. My current company will be selling. We're a privately held company that will we'll have an equity event here in the next 2 to 3 years. That's kind of my time frame for transitioning out of the distribution piece of the business and into that manufacturing piece. And I probably will have to, if I, well, and I will go work for one of these guys. If I don't have to live overseas, I know I'll have to spend a lot of time traveling. Two of the companies that I'm in particular interested in is one Certainteed Building Products. They're owned by Saint Gobain. You may be familiar with them out of France. The other one is GAF Building Materials Corporation out of New Jersey, and they've got European manufacturing facilities all throughout Europe that they've bought over the last few years. That their current president and executive vice president both have had to go over to Europe and spend a year to 2 years overseas, getting to know those businesses before they came back to the States. So look forward to transitioning to that. I will say that your course was absolutely the most entertaining and enlightening. The company I probably enjoyed the most that related to exactly what you were talking about was the Westgrow in Cape Town, South Africa. Seeing how a guy with an idea in South Africa was able to contact the U.S. Commercial Services, who put him in contact with a manufacturer out of Louisville, Kentucky, and within a short time period was able to put a business plan and a whole company together that seems to be doing very, very well, expanding rapidly. He's now into Middle Africa right now as well, and it seems like that partnership between the owner and the manufacturer out of Kentucky is a good one. So couldn't have been a better example to relate classroom instruction to the real world application. So again, thank you for an amazing class. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I'll see you hopefully next semester with the group one or year one students. And I'll be following you on the Facebook as well. Thank you.